Welcome back. Today we're going to do a fun little project with a 4" by 4" canvas, actually several of them. So I bought you a bunch of them. Feel free to do like, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 of them during your lesson. None of them need to be look the same. So we need our canvas, we need water, because we're going to be using watercolors. So here's your watercolors, some brushes, a piece of paper toweling. I brought some crayons, and let me grab a black marker. Okay, so a pretty short list of supplies for today. And so there's a famous artist by the last name of Kandinsky, and he has a very famous picture where it's just circles, okay, that with various colors. And I'm going to put a picture of that at the first of this video so that you can see the example that I'm working from. And so I thought we could do this project in the style of Kandinsky. And we're going to, and you might say, well, this is kind of a small little canvas. And it is, but we have been invited to exhibit our artwork at the county hospital in, I believe it's April. And so I wanted to do some larger scale pictures, works, not pictures, works, so that they really jump out, and it will be an unusual piece to have on exhibit. And so each one of you, as I said, will do 2, 3, or 4 until all of them that I sent over to you will be finished, painted, and then I'm going to mount them on a large canvas or board, if I can find one that's not too heavy, so that they will be side by side like this, and then 2 down here, and we'll have a whole canvas full of them. I think it will be pretty cool looking. So we want to use bright colors. You'll notice on the Kandinsky painting that he used, very bright colors that kind of blended into one another. So we can work a little bit with some texture and some more visual interest instead of just painting circles around. And so I brought out my crayons so that we could do some wax resist on it. And we're just going to freehand these. They do not have to be perfect at all. You want to make sure that you put a lot of crayon down, and you can use different colors. And don't paint over these with the same colors. And you can just kind of do some interesting lines. Around. This is just free for all. Whenever you feel like putting on the page. You do have to be careful because we've got these pieces of wood back here, so the canvas is thin enough that it can make a ridge as you're doing your lines. I think I want to put a little bit more here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is paint once you've got your marks down. Now I think I want to, this looks a little off here, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, so what we're going to do is I don't want blue. for my center. So we're going to work out. And you can paint right over your crayon mark. You can also use oil pastels if you would like. Okay. And then I'm going to make some, if you want them to run a little bit more, you can put some more, you can put some water. Remember that technique of the wet on wet? So we're going to do circles that get bigger and bigger. Oops, see, I didn't have my purple all cleaned out. And so if there's something that you don't like, you could just take a piece of paper toweling. There we go. Now this is pooling up a little bit, so go back in and now if you want a smaller circle right in the middle, you can do that too. And I'm going to add another color up here in these corners. Okay, so we have quite a few things going on with this. I'm going to add yet another color right in the middle. think I'm going to go back over this and make it a little sharper. So these are called concentric circles because they're kind of stacked in between, within, I should say, it's sort of in between each other, and their sides never touch. And you can just keep playing around with it. I'm just giving it a little bit of darker color here. All right, so I'm going to set that off to the side and let it dry. And I will be right back. Okay, so this is dried, and you can go over it with your black marker, but it needs to be really, really dry, the canvas and the paints. Otherwise it won't make any marks. But I kind of liked using the very skinny Sharpie to highlight just a few of our lines, but also not sort of sketchy. It's just a light kind of line. Okay, and then you can do another one around this if you want. Now you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Okay, it's totally up to you. Okay, and then at a distance, it'll just kind of spice it up a little bit. There we go. Right. Now, if you want, you can paint the sides of it, but it's not a requirement. So again, on our final finished piece, we'll have all sorts of different colors and designs and that kind of thing. So I think it will look really cool. So make sure that you use different colors on each one. I mean, you could have some of the same, but just, you know, you're introducing, like I might want yellow and red on this one, and green, more of a green. Okay, so just make nice bold colors, circles within circles. So start in the center and then work your way out. Okay, enjoy it. I look forward to putting this all together.